Okay.
So first off, tell us which was the hardest physical challenge for each of you during the show?
I don't know if we can say that yet.
Well, the thing about physical challenge is there's different types of physical challenge for each one of us. Maybe our physical challenge may be our mentally, maybe we're physical, but maybe it's a mental challenge and we actually may have trouble with that. So the challenges are kind of all over the place, but I can honestly say that none of them were too overbearing. It was one of those things. I love challenge, so I'm like, throw it at me. I don't care.
Well, it definitely wasn't Fear Factor. So,
Yeah.
and believe me, we were all worried. Is there going to be a fear factor? Actually,
Yeah.
one of them actually was fear factorable.
Yeah.
Actually, there was one that's fear factorable.
Yeah, I heard there was some cockroach eating in the.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
Paola?
For me, I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I was just
yeah.
paying attention to what she was saying.
What was the most difficult challenge?
Challenge or
Vaguely.
I don't think
For
there
you.
was any like difficult. I feel like at the trivia, feel like something like mental stuff.
Well, I think Pal had a disadvantage because English is a second language. So anything with spelling or, phonetic, it's not fair, to be honest. But she did
She's
better.
still done good at it though.
She
I mean,
did.
English is her second language. Hell, it's my first one and I barely can talk. So
People write
I'm like,
spell as well as Pal did.
Yeah.
So I have to give her a lot of props. But
Yeah.
it definitely
Done
was
great.
not a fair
Yeah.
equal playing field if English wasn't your first language.
Yeah.
Okay. For all of you, what's one thing that you learned about yourself from the show and one thing that you learned about other people from the show?
I think I didn't really learn much about myself. Like I am who I am. So I'm good. I don't think I learned anything new about myself. I kind of know by my age, I already know. And what was the other one?
What did you learn about other people?
Oh, people lie. People lie. I'm very honest. Even in this show, I think I pretty much everything I said I would do, I did. I was as loyal as I could be, as honest as I could be.
Right.
There were people who from the get-go would lie right to my face. And as I'm watching the episodes, I'm seeing now what was really going on. So I would say that was the surprise because I always think people are like me and I always get disappointed. So
Yeah. Jason?
I can honestly say that the one thing I learned about myself is that I can do competition that doesn't have to include food. Even though some of my strategy was, to use food to my advantage in this, and part of the time it kind of worked, but that was all I had ever done was food competition. So that was something I learned about myself is I can do other competition that didn't include food. Now, some things I learned about other people is when they are in the game and you have to kind of watch out for the ones that are full on gamers and the ones that are, hey, we're in the game now, I'm a gamer, and hey, we're off the game now, I'm whatever. You kind of learn that real quick. And then there's some of them that never turn game mode off. And I'm like, you need to power that down a little bit. So that's the one thing that I was like, I just don't get it. But that's just me.
Paula?
I don't think I learned something like for me about myself. I don't think so. I feel like I learned a lot of stuff. Like it was an experience that everything I learned from Jill and from the people in the house, from the chef, like it was a learning experience. But about myself, I feel like I'm very competitive.
Oh yeah.
When someone
But
touched my
you're a
button.
manifester.
Yes.
Do you talk about the writing?
I haven't talked about the
You
writing.
want it?
Yeah, because something that I focused when I was there, because I was away from my son and my husband.
Yeah.
But I was start writing on my book some manifestations. And that was my thing. That was kind of my little diary, like all the time.
And I found it one day, and I found this little spiral notebook, and it said, I am the goat, I am the goat, I am the goat, I am the goat. Like every page filled maybe 100 pages. I was so impressed. So impressed. And of course, I sell, I'm gonna say it, I sell manifestation candles. So I had them shipped to the house. I
Honey,
gave them
we
to
was rubbing,
everybody.
we was rubbing her crystals more than she was rubbing crystals.
Because now I've got my crystals and I'm trying to manifest luck, which was my big one. And now I'm giving them all away. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to try to win. But, but if my manifestation candles work and someone else wins, well, it's a win for me too. So we'll
Okay.
see if that happens.
Final question for all of you. What's like one experience that happened to you or memory that you'll take away from behind the scenes, something that wasn't on camera, that 10 years from now you'll look back at this experience and you'll say, that was this experience of being on GOAT?
I have so many.
Everything.
I would honestly say, I mean, there is a lot, but I would say in like our room at nighttime, there was so many like stories and stuff that had nothing to do with the competition that was going
We
on.
get partying up there.
Yeah,
and
that
I
we
was
learned
there.
from each other that, so it's like that power down time that that you get the 1 hour that the camera isn't looking at you. And we're like telling stories to each other and learning things about each other. So that was something like the bonding time, I think, that really I'll always remember because it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I found out afterwards that they were like dancing and had music playing upstairs.
Lord,
and I'm
yes,
sleeping.
honey.
And Pal was going up every night,
Yeah.
trying to get information for the girls.
Yeah, that was my.
That was her strategy, was to go up and befriend the boys and bring it back to Mama. Bring back that information. We need that intel.
Paola?
No, I would think everything. Like
Yeah.
when we live there, it's just everything. The old guys already covered it completely what I was saying.
She's like, what'd they say?
Yeah.
Well, you guys were a great group, really fun, and enjoyed the show and can't wait to see the rest of it. Thank you so much.
enjoy
Thank
the show.
you.
Thanks for watching the You Interview channel. With over 3,000 original celebrity videos, we have one of the largest collections of celebrity interviews anywhere. So remember to like and comment on our videos and subscribe to the channel. If you want to get more involved, you can become a member of the channel. Membership has its perks. You can see exclusive celebrity videos and get the opportunity to ask our celebrity guests questions. We can't wait to hear from you.